When it comes to that something, you got to ask yourself, what is causing me to be afraid of it? The reason why we avoid certain things or put things off, because to a degree there are some insecurities or some fears inside of our hearts. So the reason why some of us, we avoid following through with what God has for us to say, the reason why we entertain distractions is because what we're supposed to do seems overwhelming. Kids in my school, I mean, that's my life right now with kids. Kids will often do, when they're in math, they're strong in reading, so they don't get called out of class in reading. But as soon as they get into math and they get into a place where they don't understand, they start acting out. Because they're like, oh my gosh, you're so frustrated, let me act out, get attention, or let me get out of class so I can avoid the work. Not knowing that they're causing more damage to their education by acting out versus actually facing or fighting their fears. That's why when it comes to us, we got to say, what am I afraid of when it comes to this something that I'm supposed to do? Because what gets me moving is know I'm held accountable. What gets me moving, I'm going to have to meet my maker. And when you know for a fact that God and the heavenly hosts cheering you on is greater than all the deceptions and the people who are trying to pull you away from doing it. That's why I challenge you today to say, you know what, God, I'm going to do this and I'm going to face my fears, because if you don't, God's going to be like, you allowed these people to keep you from doing what you're supposed to. And when you do that, that means you give him more worth and more value in the distraction than you are the one that holds your destiny. That's why I challenge you to look in your heart, whoever asked this question or for whoever this question relates to, and say, what fears in my heart is keeping me from following through? I feel like God has called me to do something, but I know I get distracted easily. How do I stay on task? Listen, discipline is a lost art. Mastery is a lost art. Mastering something, being disciplined, being skilled. I've never seen so many unskilled but boasting that they're skillful believers in my life. People swear they're good at something but can't even do it halfway. We got to get to a place where we say, God, I'm not going to listen. What is going to be what's going to be more valuable to you? Being distracted or remaining disciplined? Discipline will always reward you in ways distractions don't. Discipline will not reward you immediately. Distractions will. Oh, this is entertaining. Oh, that was a good show. Oh, wow, that was great. Ha, ha, ha. Let me get on Twitter, talk about it. Let me get on Facebook and talk about it. Let me do. And we get so caught up in these social rituals to the point that we miss out on our hidden disciplines that are needed for us to fulfill our purpose. That's why I say it's best for you to get to what you need to get to today, because what you do today will determine what you will be rewarded with down the road. That's why I'd rather suffer and reap the rewards of discipline than to immediately reap the rewards of distractions. Now, how do you stop from being easily distracted? Whatever has caused you to be distracted, you got to immediately remove. Listen. First off, number one, what's your why? Why should I do it? People who do not have a reason why they should reach towards what they need to reach towards are the people who are going to allow anything to reach for their attention and drift them. That's why we got to say, why must I? People be like, how can a single mom with 3 kids work 2 jobs, get a masterate, and still serve the church? Because she has a big why. How can a brother who says, you know what, I ain't having no sex no more, I'm not going to have sex all till I'm married, and I'm managing 3 businesses and doing all these different things, is because he has a big why. Let your why be bigger than your being shy, always saying, well, I don't want to be on the forefront. Some people don't want to do anything because they're like, you know what are people going to say? Listen, God always puts some of the ugliest people at the top, the most dysfunctional, the most disliked, listen, people was coming out from, I'm not saying y'all cute, y'all beautiful, I'm not saying y'all handsome, I'm not saying you got to be ugly to be in ministry, but what I'm saying, so many people say, I got to get myself to look like this to be used by God, versus saying, here I am, send me. Because I know if I come as I am, I won't leave as I am. But if I do this, I will become the person that I'm created to be. Get rid of distractions. If it's on TV, if it's on radio, if it's a friend, remove those people. Define your why and say, this is why I'm doing this, because all of us have 24 hours. The most successful person has the same hours as you. They just manage it better. But I promise you, if you manage your hours, listen, man, I try to go to bed around 9 or 10. I wake up about 6. Sometimes I work out in the morning. I'm getting a new regimen. I'm doing a new discipline. I get to work sometime at 7. I don't got to be out on the playground, but in my post at 8:15. Sometimes I stay until 6 o'clock because I know that I can get more stuff done with that 2.5 hour extra to my work day than I can any other time. Now you got to look at your life and be like, what hours can I use for what I need to be focused on? Listen, all of us got jobs. We work. We supposed to work. Let's go work unto the Lord while you're in the workplace. But after that, you should work 10 times as harder for your dream that God has given you than some person's dream. Listen, I don't care if you dog tired. There should be something that rejuvenates you knowing that I get to work on me. I get to work on mine. I get to work on my future. Listen, I ain't trying to be 46 and broke. I ain't trying to be 50-some years old and can't do nothing. I want buildings. I want shelters. I want trucks. I want buses. I got to get to work. This stuff don't drop from heaven. You got to work on earth to bring heaven into you. Whatever's in heaven for you to do is only pulled down through execution. You can dream all day, dreams. Let's start writing goals. Let's start doing something. Listen, dreams don't come into an existence if you're not doing. If you want your dream, you got to do it. And if your dream is big, that means you got to go extra deeper in God and you got to execute more in your doing. All of us are young. I don't care if you're 90, you're young. 70, you're young. What I'm saying is that you got to get to a place where you say, I'm not going to have this rapture mentality. I'm not going to have this God going to come tomorrow mentality. Listen, people thought God was coming back 100 years ago. Now they died with nothing produced. So you got to get to work. I don't care if God, listen, some of us are going to have to be here when all hell breaks loose. Some of us are going to still, listen, just because bombs are dropping and food shortages, we still got to work. And so many of us like, I got to remember, where's the bomb shelters? No. When the bombs drop, 1,000 fall at my left, 10,000 fall at my right hand, but I'm still passing out water bottles. People going to be like, how are you in the midst of all this toxic? I still got a job to do. If you have that mentality, that mindset, you will move in a certain way that you will get things done. I already got my 6th book ready to go. The 5th book ain't even been released and the 4th book ain't been released. You got to work. While the times are evil, you got to put the work in. And you don't want to be the person getting lapped by somebody that's half the talent you are. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. We've heard that. That's one of the greatest quotes I wish I came up with. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Them little boys, we be playing Statesville Christian when I was in high school. Them little white boys, they be coming in the gym, half our team size. No offense to all the whites. But what I'm saying, they'll come in the gym and they're passing the ball around. We got a 6'8" guy, 6'9" guy, and we take them lightly because they don't look as talented as us. It don't care how talented you are, it's based upon your mindset when it's time to execute. That's why the devil's after your mind. If I can get your mind distracted, you won't execute. That's why we got to say, God, I'm mentally free to execute freely. And I'm gonna work unto you, because when I meet you, I want to be like, Father, look what I did for your kingdom. Look how far we stretched it. Look how far. Listen, you want to be in heaven cheering that your great grandkids are still adopting what you taught. Like, it's bigger than just this now. Most of us rather be trends than be legendary. I'd rather die a legend than to live trendy any day. That's why these fads come and go. But there's certain things about being godly, having character, having integrity, being quiet, being patient. That stuff transcends.